What's up guys, Alfman here with another knife review, and today it is about the Spyderco Sage 3, as you can see. So I received it as a contest prize from Neptune Knives in January. I did an unboxing video, so you may want to check it out if you want. So it was one of his beer knives, and it is actually in very good condition. A few marks on the handle and a few scuffs on the blade. It was relatively dull when I got it, so I took care of it with my sharp maker, and right now it is hair shaving sharp, I gotta say, so great. I've been carrying it for a little while, since January, and I thought, okay, I should do my review about it, okay, which is what I'm gonna do. So it is a knife that is made in Taichung, Taiwan. I don't know if you can see it. So my main concern was about the fit and finish. I was really wondering if the fit and finish is gonna be as great as it is on a golden Colorado made Spyderco, like the Para 2 for example. And it's very well made, okay? No difference in terms of fit and finish with a USA made Spyderco, which is great. Fantastic even. So actually it's kind of a mixed Taiwan / United States made product, because the blade is CPM S30V and the blade is made in the United States, and then it is shipped to Taiwan where the handle and the assembly is done. So it's a mixed knife. Very well made. The handle is great. Actually it is 3 layers of G10 that are squeezed together by these screws here. And you can't feel any junction, any gap. Everything is very smooth, very rounded. It's excellent. Okay, fit and finish is excellent. I was pretty surprised, I gotta say. The pocket clip is the same the one that you find on the ukpk knife, which is great. Very discreet, very classy. Won't tear up your pants. And well, the only flaw that it has is that basically the knife retention to the pocket, the clip retention is not very strong. So if you're like running and jumping all the time, you may lose it actually. If you want something that is strongly attached to your pocket and that you are sure that you will never lose, get an SMG. Okay, this one is, for me it's fine, you know, for my everyday life it is perfectly fine, and I never felt I was gonna be in a situation where I was about to lose it. But if you're moving a little bit too much, be careful, that's all I'm saying. The locking mechanism is called the bolt lock, and it's actually fairly comparable to the axis lock from Benchmade. Okay, one of the main difference is that the axis lock uses the famous omega springs, and if you break one of these springs, or maybe the two, both of them, you will have to send it back to Benchmade. They will fix it, and then they're gonna send you back the knife. Here is different. There's no omega spring. It's actually a real spring, and basically if it breaks, you can take your knife apart and replace it by for example a pen spring, you know, that you have on some pen mechanism, and it's gonna be just fine. So interesting fact here. In terms of function, it's fairly similar, I gotta say. They're both very easy to use and very easy to manipulate and to flick, I would say. So excellent. The Axis is definitely one of my favorite locks, and this one is so similar that obviously it is too. What else? Yeah, one thing that really turned me off from this knife is the width in this sense, okay? Basically the SNG is well known to be a very wide knife, and it has this reputation to be a real pocket hogger, you know, and for good reasons, in my opinion, it is. So basically the widest point of an SNG, which is, okay, let's say right here, is gonna be thinner than the widest point of a Sage 3, and I really didn't picture it that way, you know, when I was checking the videos and the photos. It wasn't, I mean, you gotta take it in your hand to really feel how wide it is. And just as a comparison here, side by side on the widest point. Okay, yeah. So you see the Sage 3 is much thicker, much wider, okay? It's very impressive. And first, it's a bit of a pocket hog, truth be told. And then actually the general shape of the blade is kind of weird. I mean, there's kind of a weird ratio, length on width, you know. It's pretty weird, I gotta say, you know. It really looks like a kind of a fatty, chubby kid, you know. It's pretty weird. And I don't see the point in making this knife so wide. It's even the blade, you know, the blade is wide. Okay, if you compare it with a ukpk knife, it's wider, and I don't get why it is wider. I mean, the fact that it is wider doesn't give you any advantage, so I don't really see the point. Basically, if you compare it with a, well, this is the ukpk knife, okay, but if you want to compare to locking folders, let's say it is the Caly 3, which is basically the locking version of the ukpk knife. So if you want to compare those two, they're both going to be very comfortable when you chalk up, a little bit less when you don't. They are both about the same cutting lengths, okay? I really thought the Sage was gonna be longer, but actually if you compare in terms of cutting lengths, it's fairly comparable. Okay, I'm gonna put them side by side here. Okay, a few millimeters more for the Sage. So comfort is about the same, cutting length is about the same, but this one is going to be way lighter and way thinner in the pocket, and it's obvious. I mean, so that's one of the things that I don't really like, okay? I don't see the point, okay? I don't see the point. It is wide for no reason, basically. So that's probably the only flaw that I have, and it really turned me off, I gotta say. I don't carry it that much because of this. Well, that being said, it is a great knife, okay? Don't take it as a negative review, it's absolutely not the case. It is great, the blade is very thin, which I like, S30V, comfortable, great lock, great clip, everything is, it's a very good knife, I would say, but this width issue for me really turned me off this knife. The price point on this is 110 euros shipped, something like that. for this price, and even cheaper actually, about for 100 chip or even less, you can get a Para 2, and the Para 2 is gonna be about the same weight, I think, and it's gonna give you a bigger cutting lens, and it's gonna be thinner in the pocket. So think about it, you know, just think about it, weigh your options. But in terms of value, I wouldn't say it is a catch. The Para 2 is a catch, this one not so much. And again, you know, once you got it in your hand, the design looks kind of fatty and chubby. It's not necessarily really appealing. So yeah, that's what it is. That was my review about the Sage 3, which is a great knife. That being said, not much into it, that's what I'm saying. So questions, comments, remarks are welcome. Thank you guys for watching. See ya.